For some reason, Sonia likes him in a different way. I can't say that I don't like him. I know that we have enmity, and we're in a kind of business where once something happens, you don't kind of get over it. So I haven't gotten over the fact that he's been trying to kill me, and I've been trying to kill him for so long. She wants me to, and I'm trying desperately to make her happy. She sees something in him that I don't particularly see. The dynamic between, Bryce and me is always going to be, contentious in a way. I think that Darius is trying very hard to see what Selma sees and to give her the air to make it possible that they're okay in a way. She wants to nurture him, and in a sense this time, because I seem to be having the romantic problem, he's grown a bit from what happened to him, and he's trying to help me get through an emotional state that I think is new for Darius for sure, and definitely catch as catch can for for him helping me, because he doesn't know that much about love. It's kind of great that he meets her alone and not with me and her. So it's kind of great that happens when she just pops up in his life when he's trying to do whatever, and he finds out what it is that I told him attracted us to each other in that seedy bar. All of a sudden, his first interaction with her is a big gunfight. So it's kind of like, okay, you are the same people, and I see why he loves you, because he always asks. And I think he took to her in a different kind of way, that she continues to amaze him in terms of, I thought Darius was crazy, but wow, So she continues to surprise, but she also continues to draw him in a way, because she truly wants to love him, or wants him to understand that she cares about him. Two crooks in love, and what that is, it's like, it's bigger than Bonnie and Clyde, because, they're out there and they're European and they're doing this whole, thing, and it's kind of wonderful. So, action sequences, tend to come and go, and people have seen them a lot, and they expect something to happen. You watch this, you watch that, and people are constantly trying to find how to make a bigger, better set piece, And I think, that the moments that we can watch Selma and Sonia and Darius together, we had a big problem doing that on set too, calling her real name a lot. But seeing them together and the joy that those two people have being together, and who they are, and what those personalities mean, and the lengths that they'll go to stay together, is the excitement for me of what happens. Ryan is one of the quickest actors I've worked with on his feet. You throw something at him, he throws something right back at you. It might be from left field, but it fits in an odd kind of way, and it allows you to respond to him in a specific way. He almost sets you up for what he wants to happen. Very smart actor, really, really, prepared when he shows up. And he gives it his all. He's a great guy to work with. I've known Selma for a long time. We just hadn't really worked together. She's incredibly funny and hardworking. She's constantly trying to find that little key that's going to make a scene work for her. That's going to push her to that place that her emotion takes over, and the mechanics of the situation fly out the window. so that she can just flow into what's going on there. A wonderful, wonderful person to, you know, bounce off of. Having those two people together in situations kind of allows for that sort of comic confusion that's happened in a lot of different kind of movies. And there are times when it's like, you know, Three Stooges with bullets, which is kind of, you know, a scary concept in its own. But they're both, you know, wonderfully adept on their feet. When things change, they can just, boom, they just jump into the change. Or there's a discovery moment inside the scene that we hadn't discovered while we were rehearsing it. We can just continue to flow with it because it's such a good thing that happened in there. To have an opportunity to be in a film with him and to be sort of a foil in another kind of way, you know, it's great joy. You know, I watched him do so much stuff and respect his ability. And I always thought if I was in some, you know, movie with him, it was going to be like this serious kind of thing, because that's what he does, you know. Boom. But to see him here, it's like, oh man, this is great. You know, it's kind of like I can use that and assess him in that way because of that respect and what's happening. And the fact that I find out all this stuff about his character in the movie kind of piles on that. You know, you kind of pile on that. Oh, he's all that. He's all that. He's all that. To finally do something with Morgan, which is, like I said, once again, I always assumed that whatever I did with Morgan was going to be some kind of serious, you know, heavy kind of thing. And to end up here it's kind of great, just because I wanted to laugh with him and I wanted to smile with him, and it was a real opportunity to, you know, just look at each other and kind of laugh and go, how do we end up here? Look at, because I mean, we were out there pounding the pavement together, going to unemployment at a certain point in our lives and doing all this stuff. And, you know, he was off doing what he was doing, soaring and being God, and I was lucky enough to achieve what I've achieved. To finally come together at this point, you know, is a great kind of, wow, look where we are, you know, from our humble beginnings, you know, to be able to be in this place and work together. They genuinely connected with the characters the last time they saw it. And like I said, they wanted to see more of Selma. This time they will. And the connection between Ryan and I, you know, only gets better because, you know, the more time we spend together, the more we know about each other, the more we hate each other in a way that, you know, makes sense. And hopefully people will come in and buy into that again.